If I'm Joe Burrow, Joe Shiesty himself, once my contract is up, I would literally consider leaving the Cincinnati cheap ass Bengals because it is inexcusable. And I understand you ain't got all the money in the world, but I understand that. But there's no way you got a guy like Trey Hickerson, who led the league in sacks, by the way, last year, and you still haven't gave this man a contract extension, and when he's well deserved. And by the way, he said he's not playing until you give him a contract extension. And then also the rookie first round pick you selected. You can't even get that done. Why? Because you're putting BS language in the man's contract, talking about if he gets into any trouble, you can basically void all the guaranteed money. I wouldn't sign that. That man worked his off to get to this point. And just to be told that we're going to put this language in your contract and we're going to give you less money than what we gave our first rounder last year, who was only drafted literally just one or less spot ahead of, or behind you. I don't understand that. So it's time for the Cincinnati Bengals to pay up, or you're going to end up losing Joe Burrow. That's just what's just going to happen. First of all, like the video, hit that subscribe button, turn notifications. What's the move, y'all? It's your boy D Smooth, and the Cincinnati Bengals need to get together. So first of all, let's get to this Trey Hickerson thing. They've restarted contract talks, but here's the conversation now. They're talking about length and years. That's the problem. Trey Hickerson wants a long-term deal. He wants up to a 4, maybe a 5-year contract extension, most likely a 4-year contract extension. And Cincinnati, on the other hand, is trying to do a 2 or 3-year deal, and also trying to basically give him more money as far as this upcoming season. Not really give him a contract extension, but adding more money for this upcoming season, basically give him a bigger guaranteed money and basically a bigger signing bonus. But as far as that, just get this done, because the Cincinnati Bengals have an elite offense. You got a top 3 quarterback in the game. My opinion, he's number 2 behind Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow. You got one of the top 3 wide receivers in Jamar Chase in this game. He's top 3 and he ain't 3. You got T. Higgins, who on any other team in the NFL, there's a few teams in the NFL that he can be a number 1 elite option. Well, let's be honest, it's him, Devontae Smith, as far as the best number 2s in the NFL. And T. Higgins has the capability of being a number 1 on another team. This is a high-powered offense, and they sleep. They can go to sleep and wake up and score 30 points. They're that high-powered, just like that. This defense, on the other hand, can guard a bunch of old people at an old folks' home. They're abysmal. They're trash. They're dog. And it's time to fix all this defense. The least thing you can do is get the pass rush situated. Could you get newsflash? You get the pass rush situated. That helps out the DBs back there, because if the defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, you just rush for just 4, that helps out the back end. Because literally, if I can trust my D line to get to the quarterback with 2 to 4 seconds, DBs, y'all go ahead and be aggressive, because we know that ball is going to come out fast, because we know that quarterback is not going to have a lot of time to just sit back, take pictures, call his mama, call his granny, call his sister, and try to do his thing. No. Because we know we got elite pass rush that can go get home. So you can have Trey Hickerson, and also your first round draft pick that you drafted, who was actually a really good ass pass rusher back in college. But you can't even get 2 deals done when you know you need a defense. That was the whole point for this draft, was to get better defensively. And we have yet to see that happen, because we got to see how the Bengals defense is going to look this season. But they can't even get contracts done. Trey Hickerson, yeah, I understand he's 30 years old. I understand we're at a time in the NFL where teams are very hesitant to pay 30-year-old pass rushers. They're very hesitant to pay 30-year-old players. Cleveland Browns ain't give a damn. They made Myles Garrett the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history, mainly because they're desperate, and once that man said he wanted to leave because he wanted to win. But you give me $40 million a year, I'll put winning on the back burner. That's basically what Myles Garrett did. So, but Trey Hickerson, on the other hand, doesn't want to leave Cincinnati, wants to stay in Cincinnati. You just lost Sam Herbert, who a longtime Cincinnati Bengal and one of the vet leaders on that team, and was a good pass rusher for this team. He's gone now. So you have no room for error, because it's inexcusable that this offense, high-powered as it is, did not make the playoffs. We did not get to see that offense. This should be every postseason. We should see Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Joe Burrow in the postseason, because defenses, that is a nightmare for them. They lose sleep knowing that they got to face them that next week. But as far as the defense, hell, I'm snoozing like a 3-year-old baby, because I know we're going to drop 40 on that defense easy. Go ask Jaden Daniels, go ask the Philadelphia Eagles, he'll even go ask the Pittsburgh Steelers. I guarantee he'll go ask the Denver Broncos. Everybody was putting up points on this putrid, pathetic, make me want to throw up defense. So for the Cincinnati Bengals, just get this over with, because if I'm Joe Burrow and we do not win a championship, I'm letting Jamar Chase know, and I'm letting T. Higgins know. If we don't get it done here, and it's nothing against y'all, I'm out of here because we can't win nothing with this cheap organization. I understand Jerry Grandpa Jones for my Cowboys is cheap because he like to penny pinch a lot. But this is ridiculous at this point. It shouldn't even be a discussion on why we haven't even signed our rookie. And what's so messy about it, he could either enter free agency, and the only team that can't sign him is the Cincinnati Bengals, or he could re-enter the draft as far as next year for the 2026 draft, and the only team that can't touch him is the Cincinnati Bengals. But if I'm him, why would I do that? I'm gonna get that bread. I'm gonna get that money. So go and take care of the kid, because I believe he's going to be a blessing in disguise for the Cincinnati Bengals. And to go and get this Trey Hendrickson contract done so we can see y'all actually be one of those top teams in the AFC. Right there with the Kansas City Chiefs, right there with the Los Angeles Chargers, right there with also who the Miami Dolphins, who I expect to be better this upcoming season. Hopefully, Tua concussion, Tunga Valoa stays healthy, and if he doesn't, we all know how that's going to end up. So let's just get back to this. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Are the Cincinnati Bengals going to get their two pass rushers, their rookie and their veteran pass rusher? Are they going to get that done? And as far as Joe Burrow, if you can't get this done, I'm out. Do y'all think Joe Burrow should leave Cincinnati? We already seen them hesitant to pay Carson Palmer. They was fortunate enough they paid Chad Johnson. They came to him early all the time, so he never had to worry about that. And the only reason why I know that because he said it out of his own mouth on Nightcap. But Joe Burrow needs to really consider about his future, because yes, he's the second highest paid quarterback in the game behind that average Prescott right now. But if I cannot win here, and they're going to continue to be cheap, got time to make some business decisions. And we all know if that man Joe Burrow, Joe Shiesty, if he hits the open market, that man is going to be making by $80 to $100 million a year. We already got that making 60. And with the other quarterbacks coming down the line like CJ Stroud and Jaden Daniels, who are going to get paid at some point, that price tag is only going to go up, my boy. Hell, Lamar finna go re-up. He probably finna get $65 million a year, making him the highest paid quarterback in NFL history. So let me know what y'all think, man. Leave it in the comment section. Like the video. Are the Bengals going to get this done? Are they going to get their defense fixed? And will Joe Burrow stay in Cincinnati? Because if they don't, will Joe Burrow stay a long-term Cincinnati Bengal? Or will he give that deuce a sign and get up out of there? So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all be smooth. I'll catch y'all in the next video.